but I'm sure he would have been proud of the army we've built for him.
The army?
Yes, a clone army, and I must say, one of the finest we've ever created.
What's up, guys? It is Riley Reviews, back again with another video here. We are going to be reviewing and unboxing the Attack of the Clones 20th Anniversary Clone Trooper. This is the shiny that we are all familiar with from the second movie in the prequel trilogy of Star Wars. I am so excited to unbox this, given I am a huge prequel fan and definitely a huge clone fan. I have a lot of these figures in my collection, and I'm excited to unbox and open this one up. Now, as Attack of the Clones may be a little bit controversial, I'm one of the ones that just obviously loves the prequel. I grew up with these films, and I just adore this film, especially when it comes to the clones being built. Just having the whole army was super iconic to me. And can we talk about how amazing this box art is? Wow. It's crazy to believe how big this Attack of the Clones 20th Anniversary line is. I am so glad it happened. If you guys do enjoy the content, though, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and comment down below. Are you a clone collector, and are you excited about this review? Because we're about to get right into it. Let's go, guys. Oh boy, here we go, guys. Let's take a look at this clone. First hand impressions, looking damn great. One thing that I'm really noticing off the bat is the weathering. There's a lot of weathering on this figure. Kind of surprising since this is kind of like a shiny, but in a way, he has full white armor. You're kind of expect it to get a little dirty, and it looks really good. I'm honestly kind of happy with it because it's some slight weathering. Doesn't make it look too clean, but not too dirty. Okay, guys, time to take a look at the accessories, which are honestly very minuscule. We'll go over this very briefly. We are going to be starting with the actual helmet, which is the Phase 1 clone helmet. I just love it, man. The Phase 1 helmet, I'm a Phase 1 guy. Let me know in the comments, Phase 1 or Phase 2? Which one are you guys going with? I'm OG all day. But the backpack here, which we're obviously used to. A lot of the stuff here we're pretty much used to with every clone. You can open this up to check the insides of it. Nothing too special. It's just your occasional backpack. And we have the rifle blasters and the bazooka that comes with most clones, and the long super blaster. I really don't know the names for these. Let me know if you guys do, but they just look really cool. Nicely detailed, not much to talk about. And the base, which is pretty plain, honestly, says Clone Trooper. Nothing too fancy. Would have been nice if it had a cooler base, but I guess it is what it is. Now, as we get a close-up of the hands here, pretty original from the 501st ones that you've previously seen if you've had the figures. Open arms hands, from gesturing hands, wielding hands. Not a lot of hands, to be honest. Not a lot of matching ones. Wish it had a little bit more. Not a deal breaker by any means. Now let's stop wasting time and get to the figure. Come on. Now, you know I had to kick things off with the Phase 1 helmet for the Clone Trooper. Looking really great. I am so happy with how this looks. Honestly, for other people, it may be boring to them, but to me, there's something about Clone Troopers. It's all the memories from watching the TV show, the movies. I just love it, man, and I love collecting these things. But I can understand what others would say. They don't really mind them. But for me, I really do like it. For something being so boring and all white, I just really think it pops. It really pops when you have it on the shelf, when you have it anywhere. Especially in all black, it really does pop out. But we have now the Phase 2 helmet, which is also looking great. I am more of a Phase 1 guy, but Phase 2 really does look great as well. It's so interesting to think about how many figures you can really pair with any line. I mean, if we look at Andor, I believe we saw these troopers that really looked almost exactly like this. Yes, maybe a little bit more different, as I think in the future, the armor looks a lot different in person on set. But overall, I mean, it's really awesome. You can pair this with a lot of things. It's kind of like a stormtrooper in a sense, but let's take a closer look at the actual details of the weathering that I was talking about previously, and you can really see it here, guys. On the legs, on the bottom of the feet, there's a lot more weathering than up above, which makes total sense given that this guy's going to be running in the dirt, protecting some Jedi or civilians or whatever mission they're on, but they look really awesome, guys. I put the backpack on. We'll do a little bit more closer in the pose session, but you can just see all the weathering. Even on the backpack here, there's a lot of weathering around the body, around the helmets. If you're a guy who wants a full clean trooper, this is not going to be the one for you. You'll definitely notice the weathering, but it is slight weathering to where it's not going to be an eyesore, but it'll also look really cool. Another close-up look at the Phase 1 helmet for those wondering. There's also some weathering on the helmet. Nothing too crazy and harsh, but you can definitely notice it. And I just love the design of this thing. But let's get to some poses and see if I've gotten any better with them. Now, guys, the first portion here, we have to talk about something. No ratcheted leg joints, which is new for clone troopers. If I'm not wrong, most of the troopers I do have the clicky, clacky ratcheted joints. You guys know how it is. But I feel like, honestly, I like this better. It gives me the opportunity to pose them really straight up, really longer. It's not where you guys know when the certain clicks leave you at a certain spot to where you can't push it to the max. I like this a lot better. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe the ratchet is stronger, but we'll have to see in due time. But pose number 1 was looking fine here. Let's get to the second one. A trooper, phase 1, running into the battle. I am so happy with these troopers. I love the way they turned out. Hot Toys, you did great with most of your troopers you do, because they're carbon copies, so it really isn't hard to make, but hey, we buy them, and we do appreciate them. Now, did I go wrong not getting a second one? Possibly, but now, honestly, given the market and how saturated it is, I feel like it's harder to double dip on these clones, especially for the price and what you're getting for them. Not a lot of super unique accessories other than the extra head sculpt, but I digress. It'll be fine just having one of these. I'll be great. I'm going to have a ton of other clones, so I got to stay a little bit more selective in that sense. Now, I'm really happy with how this pose turned out. Personally, I really do love the way it looks. The actual detonator is from the Mando Deluxe Chrome, so this does not come with the figure, but I just think it really looks cool. I think it adds so much more like of a scene from the Clone Wars television series, and the backpack just does it too. Just takes me back, man. I love the way this figure is looking. Now let's take another rewind and do some comparisons. All right, guys, comparison number 1, we have to bring out the man himself, the legend clone trooper, Captain Rex, one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars. Now, one thing I really noticed from seeing these two together is the weathering difference. Look at this Captain Rex. He is filthy on this shelf right here. We have the white clone trooper. You can really see the color resonate of the green. It's sort of interesting weathering method they did with Hot Toys here. It's really noticing it more as we see these clean troopers, but it's not a deal breaker. Captain Rex still looks amazing, but definitely something to keep in mind with pairing these two figures. Now with comparison to, you know I had to do it, the 501st Battalion, looking really great next to him. Honestly, if you had like 6 of these on a shelf, they would really pop. I know there's some army builders out there. Let me know in the comments, who are those diehard clone collectors out there? But I'm really liking the way these two look. You really notice the similarities between these armors, and they just really look cool. Sorry for not saying much bad about this, guys, but I'm really trying to think about it, and there's nothing I really had issues with. I mean, if you're a clone collector, you're already used to this. There really isn't much to gripe about with these things. They're pretty easy to make from Hot Toys, not many issues to make. And we have General Kenobi here. Well, not really Revenge of the Sith Kenobi. We'll get the General in the future, and oh boy, I can't wait to pair those together. I really like this, though. Just wanted to get a Jedi into the mix, and having him next to a shiny just looks perfect. But the question is for you, is this the best clone trooper ever released by Hot Toys up to date? Is this your favorite clone trooper? Are you waiting for a specific one to be announced still? As there are plenty to go through for Hot Toys, and I bet they have some stuff cooking up for the anniversary of Clone Wars. But we're going to cut it here, guys. Just wanted to keep this nice and short. I love this figure. I think it's great. If I were to give it a rating, I would go forward to say 10 out of 10. I have really no issues. If you're a clone collector and you like the Clone Wars line, you're going to love this figure. If you don't like figures that have weathering on it, you're going to be disappointed with it because there is slight weathering on it. But I love the way the weathering looks. Thank you guys all for watching again. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help the channel out. And make sure to check out our channel memberships that I have started this week, a way to have some fun inclusions on the channel, and stick around for some more things to come. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys!